So there was a thing that went viral, I think in like 2016, where they said, if you're ever on a date and you feel unsafe, go to the bartender and ask for an angel shot. And based on how you ordered the angel shot, the bar will handle the situation differently. So if you just, I think it's like, I could be messing this up, but like if you get it with lime, they'll call the police. If you get it like straight up, they'll call you a cab or an Uber, like all that stuff. So when I had actually interviewed, so Barney's has their own system that they have in the bathroom. So if you're going to, it's a great place to go on a first date because there's a system there. But when I was talking to bartenders, a lot of them were saying like, you don't need to, that's like way too complicated. Like we want you guys safe when you're on dates. But if you are ever on a date and you feel unsafe and you want to leave, usually the best way to get out of a bar to avoid your date is to like go through the kitchen. But obviously like ask someone, because a lot of the kitchens go back to the back way so you can leave easily.
Yeah.
And that I thought was kind of an interesting advice. But also that like you should have the ability to leave a date if you feel uncomfortable. And I do think you should trust your gut. I think we are, another big takeaway is that we're so conditioned as women specifically to be polite and to be accommodating to men. But if you're ever in a situation where you just don't feel safe, like get out of there.
You don't owe them anything.
You don't owe them anything. It's a stranger you met on a dating app.
So would you suggest people, like women who are going on dates, to tell, like even just to call ahead to the location or something and be like, hey, I'm on this date?
You can, or even I used to also go to bars that I knew. I think that's another thing is that for me, a big red flag is if I'm messaging with someone and they and I tell them where I live and they say where they live and then they want me to meet them where they live. Yes. And I'm like, hey, that doesn't work for me. And I try to find a place in the middle or a place closer and they're not accommodating. I think that's a very big red flag. So I also always was very, I used to go to the same places for my first dates, places I felt comfortable. And I would ask my dates to meet me there. And I had a rapport with the bar. I would get there early and I would talk to the bartender and I'd say, hey, I'm going on this date. And blah, blah, blah. And so the bartender would usually keep an eye out.